Hello, hi guys. So I come up with this video to convince you to learn SQL. And what I'm trying to say is, be it any tech job, anything you do related to tech, SQL is indispensable. You might say, no, I have worked for 3, 4 years. I don't require that. But it has always been beneficial when I'm not actually using SQL. Still, my SQL skills help me. So logically, you should learn this. And I just want to give you a background on what is SQL. So before that, we need to know rather, what is a database? Database is a huge collection of data. Now you can maintain your data in a spreadsheet, in an Excel file, or pen and paper. Like let's say I prepare a paper bill. I have information there. I purchase item one at this price, the other one at that price, and all. We always maintain some kind of log somewhere, right? So when that log grows in size and it becomes unmanageable, then you need a database to keep that data so that whatever you require, you get it back from that database in seconds instead of going through, let's say, 100 pages of paper or a tab or a Excel sheet, multiple pages of Excel sheet, which is not non-responsive or something like that. So let's understand why SQL should be, I mean, in my opinion, SQL should be the starting point of any tech job or any tech related learning you do. Reason being, it is a fourth generation language. I mean, it is, I can say, compared between other technical languages or other technical learning opportunities. This is the closest it comes to human speech. So SQL, people call it SQL also. It's known as structured query language. So there is a structure to it, and you query the data in the database. So this is the universal language to talk to databases. You might have multiple databases, I mean, multiple flavors of databases like Oracle is one database, Postgres, MySQL. There are so many, I mean, smaller databases which can be embedded to devices. Even, for example, your mobile phone's phone book where you keep your contact, that's also a database. So SQL allows you to ask questions and get answers from your data, and then store your data, and then if needed, update your data. So let's say I made a log today that I spent around $80 or pounds or whatsoever yesterday. Now today morning, I think I could have forgotten another small ticket purchase, and then I figured out, yes, I had forgotten. So now it is not 80, but it is 84, let's say. Now I can go back and check that record and update that record. So that is the ability of SQL. You can store data. You can get what you have stored very quickly. The third thing is you can update. If there are any changes to be made, it can be made. So now let's move to the next one. So why do you need SQL? As I said, I mean, you are maintaining a log or you are maintaining your expense report, and something like a spreadsheet or a small notebook is sufficient for it. That's fine. That works for you. And we should not complicate things unnecessarily. But the moment it grows beyond a certain size where you are unable to manage. You have a small shop, let's say you sell something and the business is growing, now you are unable to manage. Now somebody asks you what was the sales couple of months ago, you don't remember exact number because the volume is large, you have been occupied. So then at that point of time, you should think of databases. So here I'm taking an example of you can imagine running a coffee shop chain. So I want an answer. Let's say this question says which location sold the most lattes. Why I am interested in this from business perspective? If it that location sold the most, then there is more demand for the copy there, and maybe we should open another branch there to ease out the traffic on this. I mean, ease out the traffic in the shop or the people in the shop. To maybe we should invest more, have more volume of people working there so that customers are served properly. So many things are there. So similar questions I can ask: how many loyalty members visited yesterday? Now I don't know. I mean, I have to store that data. If I have stored like this is my loyalty members name and all these details, then I can check and go and ask the database that yes, how many loyalty members visited me yesterday? Has it been growing? This loyalty members visit, has it been growing or declining? Now that's a important question to ask. So SQL can give you those answers pretty quick in seconds, not in hours. If you maintained a log and let's say you even do like 1,000 transactions a day, and I ask about last month, it will take at least let's say 15-20 minutes, no matter how fast you are. So unless you have got a photographic memory, then you should take some time to fetch that, and SQL will give it to you in seconds. So where we are using SQL, business, applications, and analytics. So business and applications, let's say you are doing sales, so you want to keep the track of who are the customers, what do they purchase, how much they spend monthly, all those things. So this is you are a business and your application, you are maintaining a application. In the back end, there will be a database behind working behind the scene, which records your sales, gives you answers when you need. Then I'm talking about analytics. So suppose you purchase something today and similar to you, multiple people made a purchase from your shop. You go to a shop, you do some purchase, and similar to you, multiple people, quite obvious, they made some purchases. Now, uh, that shop owner during this time of the year, next year, wonders. Like, I can recall I had some stock issues last year during this period because there was a demand I could not meet. So now he wants to know what was that demand and will that be repeated today? I mean, this year, so that he can be better prepared. At that point of time, when the question is what was the item that was demanded and he could not provide, now who made the purchase for this particular question doesn't hold much value. But how many such items were sold? How many were there in stock? How many got sold? How many customers returned empty handed? So you are not now answering from a single customer's perspective. Database is answering you from a group of customers' perspective. That we had 100 items in the stock. It got sold in let's say 20 days, and next 10 days around 50 to 60 customers returned empty-handed because our stock didn't arrive on time, and so on. So this year you can be better prepared. So this is called analytics in layman's terms. So when you have volume of data handy, you have historical data handy, and you want to, from that data, you want to identify a pattern, analyze that data, figure out patterns, and utilize that to grow your business. This is called analytics, and SQL helps you in that. So why is SQL easy to learn? Okay, now let me think of an example. Let's say I have a bookshelf. I'll ask you that bring all red colored books from my bookshelf. How do you, I mean, what did I ask you? bring all red color books from the bookshelf. So, what does that mean? If I break it down, the book's color must be red. There are multiple books in that shelf. You have to select only those books where color should be red. So now, similar question here. Find me all customers who live in Texas. Show me customers in Texas. So you are asking somebody to give you the customers, let's say somebody in the sense you are asking the database, but if you had asked a employee in your store, then you should have asked, give me the list of customers in Texas. If you break down to simpler things, their city is Texas, right? Or state is, sorry, state is Texas. So state is equals to Texas. Simple. You are asking about this. If you look at this part, you are saying state is equals to Texas. So now you figured out state is Texas. Your, your query to the person is that, and your query to the database is this. State is Texas. Now you want their names. So you are saying select name. Select only the name, nothing else. From where? You might be maintaining name of products, name of something else. So you want the name of the customer. So from customer details. You are maintaining somewhere the details about customer. From there, get the names where state equals to Texas. So if you can see the difference between human speech here and the query here. So being a fourth generation language, SQL is pretty easy to learn. It is very close to the human speech. So you can learn it easily, master it, no matter from which background you are. If you are non-technical background, this is the perfect stepping stone to start your tech career. And this is the building block of everything related to data. Beyond that, maybe in next few videos, I'll concentrate on to teach about how to utilize this SQL to maintain data, to create tables, to put some data inside it, ask questions, get answers, find insights. So that should be followed up in the next videos. Let me know if you have any feedback that will help me to modify, and I mean, it can be incorporated. I'll incorporate and make my videos better. But the point is, I want you to learn SQL, take it as starting point, and grow beyond from there to the next levels of data. I mean, fields like data warehousing, data engineering, machine learning, data science, and then quite obvious the current buzzword is AI. So that's all. Thank you.